All right, hey guys. So in this video, I'm going to be going over some more great Steam game bundles on Humble Bundle and some other ones thrown in here as well. Before I get into it, look at this Mew. This is the coolest thing ever. It's actually pretty heavy. Look at that. Life-size Mew. It's pretty awesome. Anyways, so let me go put that back. So first of all, just to mention, if you guys ever wanted to donate to this channel, there's going to be referral links for Humble Bundle. And the cool thing about the Humble Bundle referral links is you can actually donate however much of your purchase as you like to me if you enjoy my content, or you can share it with charity. So before you purchase one of these bundles, you can scroll down to the bottom here, and then you can just choose where your money goes. So you can send it to the game developers, charity, Humble Bundle, and then my name will pop up if you choose to use my referral link, and I highly appreciate anyone who decides to do so. So it doesn't really cost you anything. If you purchase the bundle for $1, you can send me the full dollar, and it's a great way to support me. So thank you to everyone who does that. All right, so I'm sorry for wasting a minute of your time. Let's go ahead and get into some of these game bundles on the Epic Game Store. You can pick up Sunless Sea for free for the next week. Also, Wargame Red Dragon is the next free game on the Epic Store. On Fanatical, they released a new bundle called the Mega Bundle Reloaded. I had to mention this one just because it's $3 for 19 games, 19 indie games. So that's 15 cents per game, which is extremely cheap. A lot of these do include trading cards as well, so if you idle the trading cards, you can sell them and probably get quite a bit of your money back. There's actually some good games thrown in as well. Gymcraft Chasing Shadows is one of my favorite tower defense game. Literally has like dozens, like over 50 hours worth of content. So if you really want a great tower defense game, Gymcraft is awesome. Also, there's some other good ones. Lichdom Battle Mage, Lucius, Postal 2. I mean, all sorts of good stuff. So Fanatical also has amazing bundles. Let's go ahead and go back to Humble Bundle. So there's two bundles here. There's the Plug and Play Digital bundle and also the Tales of Love and Adventure bundle. So let's go into the Plug and Play Digital. So for $1, you get 3 games. So the first game is Neurovoider. This is a twin-stick action roguelike where you fight through hordes of robots with a large array of weapon combinations, which create a unique experience with each playthrough. You can also play co-op, which is pretty fun with a friend. I played this a long time ago and I actually really enjoyed it. The second game on the list is Hover. This is a skating open world parkour game that's inspired by Jet Set Radio. It's just a really fun casual game that you can play online with friends, so definitely recommend giving that one a shot. And then the third game is Anarchy. This is a super cute, very unique indie game where you start a riot with a group of little animals and cause all sorts of amusing destruction while fighting through various enemies and creating chaos. I absolutely love this one, and I highly recommend picking up the first tier. $1 for 3 excellent games and quite a variety here as well, so I think everyone could definitely benefit from picking up the $1 tier. The second tier is the Beat the Average tier, so you're going to have to pay more than $5.80 currently for another 5 games, so still an excellent deal for some great games here. The first one is Sundered Eldritch Edition. This is a Metroidvania style action game. I love the hand-drawn art style. The combat system is fantastic, and although I have not played through the entire game yet, there seems to be plenty of content, and I highly recommend that one. So moving on, I'm not going to mention all the games, but Epistory Typing Chronicles. If you're looking to improve your typing skills or simply enjoy typing games in general, Epistory is a surprisingly good adventure game. I remember playing this back in 2016, and it's certainly a game worth diving into. And then next on the list is Chroma Squad. This is a tactical RPG strategy game with a super charming Japanese superhero theme. You can definitely tell that it was inspired by Power Rangers, and it has overwhelmingly positive reviews. So if you like indie games of this style, you're certainly going to enjoy Chroma Squad. And then the third tier is priced at $10, so just $4 more, and you can get 4 more games. These games are rather expensive, but they don't have like the greatest reviews. There's 2 racing games here. World Rally Championship looks interesting. It's a, like a rally racing simulator, very similar, basically the same thing as Dirt Rally or Dirt Rally 2. I think Dirt Rally is probably the better games here, but if you're looking for some more content or a game that's very similar, it might be worthwhile picking up the third tier. So that's it for the Plug and Play digital bundle. I'm a bit late in making this video, so it does end in the next 4 days, so make sure you pick it up as soon as you see this video if you have not already. Highly recommend picking up the first tier, and that's true true for basically every Humble Bundle. I mean, everyone can spare a dollar, and it's certainly worthwhile playing some of these games. The second tier looks great too. Definitely recommend the second tier. And the third tier, it's only if you're interested in these games, if you want some racing games and a tennis game and Sigma Theory. But I would just recommend the first two tiers. And again, if you guys do want to help support me, you can always share your purchase with me or with anyone with charity. You can send the whole amount to charity. So anyways, let's go into the next bundle. This is the Tales of Love and Adventure bundle. So the first tier is $1 and you get Tales of Monkey Island complete pack. This includes, it's an episodic series, so there's 5 different chapters. It's a very humorous point and click adventure game. Well, I'm not personally a big fan of point and click adventures. If you like comedic story driven games, I'm certain you'll enjoy this one. So secondly, this is the Beat the Average tier. This one's kind of expensive, $8.25. So you're essentially paying a little bit less than $2 per game. So keep that in mind. But there is some great games thrown in. So the first one is Telltale Batman Shadows Edition. This actually includes 2 full games and 2 DLC packs. These are story-driven adventure games where choices impact the story. Although Telltale isn't around anymore, they have always been extremely popular within the gaming community, and most people absolutely love their games. So this one doesn't disappoint. If you want to dive into a new like Batman storyline, if you like Batman or superhero comics in general, you'll love the Telltale Batman series. So next, I just want to mention Half Past Fate. This is an incredibly cute and charming life adventure sim with plenty of heartwarming characters, a wholesome narrative, and a beautiful pixel art style. Definitely one to play if you're looking to sit back and have a nice relaxing game. And then another game that's really good is Reventure. This has overwhelmingly positive reviews. It's a side-scrolling platformer where you play as an adventurer with hundreds of possible endings. Some are happy, some are tragic, and there's plenty of laughs along the way. Certainly recommend playing Reventure. So that's the second tier. The third tier is $12 and it includes Black Sad Under the Skin along with Hive Swap Act 2. So Black Sad Under the Skin is another detective style adventure game where you make important choices. The anthropomorphic characters will draw you in, but the story is surprisingly good with a good mix of puzzles and quick time events. And then Hive Swap Act 2 is another point and click with very charming visuals, and many regard Act 2 to be much better than the first act. Great soundtrack, animations, dialogue, and just a beautiful story as well. So if you like old point and click style adventure games, this bundle is certainly for you. And then the third tier includes Indivisible. This is the final game on the list. It's a hand-drawn action platformer. It's certainly a mix of a variety of different genres, being somewhat of a platformer with some turn-based mechanics, a very cute animated visual style, and some interesting exploration and like sort of puzzle elements as well. The big downside to this game is the story was a bit lackluster, and I think this game came from a Kickstarter and there were some development issues as well, but getting it at a low price, I certainly think a lot of people will enjoy it. And then as a bonus, you get the soundtrack to Black Sad. So this bundle, in my opinion, it's only worthwhile if you really enjoy like story-driven point and click adventure games, because that's the majority of the bundle. There's some other good games thrown in, but it is rather expensive, the big jump between the $1 tier and then $8.25 for the second tier. But overall, I'm saying this is a quality bundle if you're enjoying these games, because they're all rather expensive games and they really don't go on sale for this low of a price. All right, so the next bundle is the Stardock Wayfarers bundle. This includes a bunch of sci-fi space strategy type games. So let's go through them. The first tier includes Fallen Enchantress Legendary Heroes along with Sins of Solar Empire Rebellion. Fallen Enchantress is a grand strategy tactical RPG where you go on quests and train armies in like a fantasy world. You can definitely sink quite a few hours into this game and pretty much every other game in this bundle. Sins of Solar Empire Rebellion is a grand strategy space sim with some good looking graphics, great space battles. Again, something you can sink many hours into, and I think normally it sells for $40, so kind of an expensive game there, although it does go on sale quite often. So first tier, $1, definitely worthwhile. The second tier is $8.60, so there's a huge jump. And I'm just going to go over one game. Ashes of Singularity Escalation is a real-time strategy game with very large-scale battles with tons of units on the screen at once across a dynamic battlefield. The single player campaign is enjoyable, and playing online multiplayer with friends is definitely a treat, although I may be a bit biased as I'm a big fan of the RTS genre, but I really think that one's worthwhile. And then the third tier is at $12, so if you're going to pick up the second tier, I would recommend getting the third tier as well, as it's only like $3 more. You get Star Control Origins and Off-World Trading Company. So I'm just going to go over Off-World Trading Company. This is a time management strategy game all about managing resources and growing your business empire on Mars. Essentially, you're going to be Elon Musk here. You also get 2 DLC packs, a full expansion as well. So there's a lot of content here. These games you can easily sink dozens of hours into. So that concludes the Stardock bundle. I'll definitely recommend picking up the first tier. If you enjoy sci-fi strategy games, then full bundle is pretty solid as well. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you to everyone who uses my referral links. The Humble Choice is coming out on the following Tuesday. So the first Tuesday of March, there will be a new Humble Choice. If you haven't picked up the Humble Choice yet, I do recommend just checking it out. There's 12 games here. If you subscribe, you'll get all 12 games, and there's some decent ones thrown in: Outward, Valkyria Chronicles, and a bunch of other little ones as well. So yeah, make sure you pick up the free games on Epic. Get the Fanatical bundles. They're all really cheap, and there's honestly a ton of bundles on Fanatical. And make sure you pick up the plug and play. I think that's definitely worthwhile, especially the $1 tier. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think of these games, and have a nice day.
I was wondering, what's the recommended amount of dedicated RAM I should have to a server?